It's a beautiful sunny day in Seoul. So me and Joe have just got off the train at Seongsu and we're going to explore this area. Now in the past, this area was well known for all its shoe factories, but now is known as the Brooklyn of Seoul because all those old factories have been turned into quirky cafes and restaurants. But instead of us going to those places, we want to see how it used to be, the authentic style. So we're going to try and find some adjoshis working in the backstreets and see what it used to be like. But the first thing we're going to do is get some lunch because we are absolutely starving. In all the train stations, they always have phone shops and they have little bakeries. So I'm gonna get a delicious treat. Honestly, I'm starving. Joe, where have you gone? Do you want to get something from here? See if they got something tasty. What's inside here? Coffee. Oh, it's coffee. Oh, they've got croissants. This is like a garlic bread, but it'll be really sweet. Everything in Korea is always really sweet. They've got some pastries. Oh, some chocolate muffins. Oh, some cookies. What's inside here, Joe? Gaechalbang. 이거 하나 주세요. 감사해요.
Toilet.
Let's bite into this and see what's inside it. It's full of air. Just tastes like bread. It doesn't really have any flavor. It's actually pretty good. It has a slight taste of sesame, and then the top it's got some black sesame seeds. And it's really chewy. Here's our first look at Seongsu. I'm gonna get another one of these. It was actually really delicious. It was like a fusion of bread and top, the Korean rice cake. That's what made it chewy in the middle.
I already paid for it.
Oh, she paid for it? Okay. Joe's paid for it. I'm just gonna grab it,
Completely fine.
put it in my mouth. Alright.
They have the Gamjatang restaurant, then they have Granddad Factory, then they have Dating something, and then they have Coffee Street here. Let's have a wander around.
Yeah, okay. The best thing to do when going to new areas is just wander around and get lost. This way? Cool. At this crossroads here, you can see all the old and the new. This was definitely one of the old factories. You can see how old the building is. And then in the background, they've got the new glass building, which is one of the offices. And then this is the main street of Seongsu. And I think we should head down here, mate. That looks like a pretty lively place to get some food.
Oh, actually around here, I think they've got a Chinatown.
Oh yeah?
I'm pretty sure it's around here.
Oh, look at that. The big sign made of a shoe.
I am just on outside as well.
Oh, there's one there, yeah. So you can definitely tell this used to be where all the shoe factories are. Up here you've got a big red shoe. There's a big gold shoe. And there's loads of shoe shops everywhere. Shoe shop, shoe shop, shoes, shoe shop.
우리가 여기 근처에 그 맛집 추천해 주세요.
감자탕집?
감자탕집 괜찮아요?
괜찮아요?
네.
여기로 쭉 올라가시면 여기 사거리에 첫 번째 사거리가 있어요. 그 우회전 보면 감자탕집이 있어요.
네. 감사합니다.
성수동 감자탕집 제일 아세요?
감사합니다.
네, 여기.
Okay.
올라가시면.
감사합니다. So here's a recommendation. If you're in Seoul and you want to find some delicious food, go on Naver Maps or Kakao Maps and search Mat Jip. It means delicious house. And then it's what all the locals have recommended. And from the E-Mart, I've just bought myself a non-alcoholic beer. From the start of September up until Christmas, I'm not drinking any alcohol. And if you follow the channel, you'll know that we're a bit of alcoholics. So I'm trying to cut down on the alcohol. But still enjoy some non-alcoholic beverages. Mate, I can't open it. Will you open it? Thanks, mate. Joe, are you going to cut down on the alcohol? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he actually is.
I actually am.
Mate, people have commented on the video saying we're all alcoholics. Especially you. You've always got a beer in your hand. There he goes.
Because I'm on my holidays.
Yeah, every day's a holiday when you live in a foreign country. Chan, mate. And if you're wondering why Joe's not at work, he had the vaccine yesterday. How are you feeling after getting vaccinated, mate?
I feel brilliant.
Feel good, yeah?
Actually, you know how people say that your arm hurts?
Yeah.
Mine barely hurts.
Doesn't it?
No, barely anything.
Probably because you're really strong.
Probably. Only muscles.
All right, so we're gonna head...
because I've got no muscles for it to hit.
So true. Cool, we're gonna head down this street now. And she said take a right?
Yeah, she said at the crossroads.
All right, so it's just here at this crossroads.
Crossroads on it. I feel like there's a lot of restaurants on the street.
This is the place she recommended. It's Gamjatang. Gamjatang is like a pork spine stew. And honestly, it is my favorite dish in all of Korea. But another thing I'm trying to do until Christmas is reduce the amount of meat I eat. If I was to eat meat, I would 1,000,000,000% have Gamjatang.
Yeah, she said it's famous.
Oh, it's famous. We can come back here one day. To be honest, now I've had those bread things and I've got a little non-alcoholic beer, I could wander around a little bit before we have lunch. Well, let's go to this rooftop. Nice. Favorite thing to do is come to rooftops. We've got a nice garden rooftop here. Normally, when I go up to rooftops, I can tell you about the surrounding area. But, as I say, this is my first time here, so I haven't really got my bearings yet. I don't even know which way Seoul Center is. But, wow, this is so nice. There's so much greenery on the rooftops here. Joe's just found a place with a Chinatown, so later on in the video we're going to make our way over there and check that out. It's near Konkuk University, which is a really popular area with students. It's one of the biggest student areas in Seoul. Whoa, look at that. 안녕하세요. 여기 뭐 해요? 뭐 만들었어요? 안녕하세요. 아, 뭐예요? What's this? Is a pen? Ah, he's making pens here. This area has been turned into pen factories. In the other one back there, they had lots of dye for the pens. 이모, 안녕하세요. 야쿠르트 하나 주세요. 네. Do you want one, mate? 야쿠르트 500원. 아, 2개 주세요.
이거 2개?
네.
이게 하나에 200원씩이에요.
오케이.
그럼 400원. 600원. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. 안녕히 가세요. That's the Yakult lady, and they're everywhere in Korea. In all the areas, they're driving around on their portable fridges, and they sell things like Yakult and other milks and yogurts. So it's like little healthy things for your gut biomes. And if you just shout Imo, which means auntie, or Yogyo, they'll stop, jump off, and sell you some Yakult. And this costs 200 won, which is about 15 cent is really cheap. Oh, it tastes so good. Hey Joe, this is the kind of place I want to eat in. Should we try to eat here? They've got things like Gamjatang, which is a beef stew, Gamjatang, which is a beef rib stew, kimchi jjigae, which is a kimchi stew, doenjang jjigae, soybean paste stew. And this is a typical Korean restaurant. If it has the colourful board outside with this kind of writing, you know it's going to be a good place. I could have some doenjang jjigae. Or sundubu. Oh, they've got tofu as well. I might get that, sundubu.
Oh, they've got donkasu. I haven't had donkasu in ages.
You can get donkasu.
I might.
Alright, mask on, let's go. And get some food. 안녕하세요. 순두부 하나 주세요.
네.
And when you come inside, they've got more options on the wall. That looks really good. Oh, you got kimchi bokkeumbap. That's kimchi fried rice. It's got eggs, seaweed, and sesame seeds on top. Got a side of rice as well, sticky rice, some anchovies, fish cake in a chili sauce, fermented radish, and zucchini, or in English, courgette. Tofu jjigae. This side dish in Korean is called banchan, and the great thing is you can get refills for free. 이모, 멸치 조금 더 주세요.
네.
멸치만. 감사합니다. 감사합니다. 잘 먹었습니다.
네.
안녕하세요. 두부찌개 계산 해주세요.
네.
감사합니다. 감사합니다. 다음에 봐요. Absolutely delicious. If you're in Seoul and you want to eat somewhere, eat in a place like that. Cool. This is one of the quirky cafes we were talking about. Look how cool and quirky this is. And here's a little kitchen where they're making some pastries. To be honest, mate, that cake does look pretty good.
But it is good.
But it does taste good. Look at these.
That's crap.
Crepe cake. I bet it tastes crepe. Do you like my joke, mate? Is it good? How about down that alleyway? This alleyway probably leads nowhere, but it's nice to come down here. Think of the street that you live in your home country, how different it is to this where people live. It's just like a maze of houses and alleyways and stairs. Yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere, it's a dead end. Pretty cool though. Even here at the end of the alleyway, there's a little shoe shop. But when the weather's like this, it's fantastic for just wandering around. Oh, nice.
What you say?
There's a sticker. Oh, we can put this on our fridge.
지금은 이렇게 이 스티커.
Oh. 더 주세요.
진짜요?
Oh, nice. I like this. Yeah.
UK right?
우리 냉청기
네.
스티커 넣었어요. Oh, lighter. Okay.
우리
It's
브랜드.
a hitch.
아.
감사합니다. These lads said they just recognized me from the YouTube. 만나서 반갑습니다.
어디로 가요?
뭐라요?
과일?
지금 네. How do you say? Can you recommend a place to have a look at it?
코스에 추천.
실제 보면 크네.
코스 형 코스 추천. 성수동 코스 추천.
코스 여기 하프.
예?
예쁜 여자 많아요.
만나서 반갑습니다.
좋은 하루 되세요.
See you again. Nice to meet you. Have a good day. They're really cool guys.
Yeah, they were.
And we got some new stickers from them that we're going to place on our fridge when we get home. We did ask him to recommend a place and he just said the coffee shop over there, but we don't want to go to any fancy coffee shops. So he said, yeah, just keep having a wander around because there's coffee shops everywhere. Look at this coffee shop as well. And they're all really edgy and quirky and cool. Yeah. Down another alleyway and there's a beautiful dog up here on the rooftop. Hello. Hello. What a lovely dog. Yogi 살아요?
네.
Oh wow, what a big rooftop. Oh, 저기에 살아요.
네, 맞아요.
Hello. Hey. 이름이 뭐예요?
돈이.
Donny. Like money. Donny.
돈.
Don.
예,
Don.
예.
Money. Donny. 주세요. Here, come here. You wanna play fetch? Fetch. Go. Ga. Son? Hey, good dog. Good dog. So clever. 나중에 봐요.
네.
감사합니다. See, that's a lot better than going and sitting in a fancy cafe and paying 5k for crap coffee. Where's Joe gone? I've lost Joe. Where the hell has he gone? Where the hell has he gone? I've lost Joe. How have I lost Joe?
So good.
I found Joe.
I think it's pieces in it.
I had to bring him up to the dog as well. What a lovely dog. If you know what kind of dog this is, let me know in the comments section, because I've never seen a dog like this before. The Korean dog that's really popular here is the Jinro. Oh no, sorry, Jinro, that's the soju. Jindo, the Jindo is really popular here. Most Korean people have got a Jindo or a Corgi. They're the two most popular dogs in this country. But I've no idea what this guy is. What are you, mate? He's called Don, like money. Don.
Oh, is he?
Money. Money. Come on. Right, let's keep wandering around or we can spend all day with this lad. You trying to bite me? Go on. Good boy. See you later. Nice to meet you, mate. Have a good day. See you, Don. Even though this area is known as being the Brooklyn of Seoul, I can kind of see why after walking around here, but still there's lots of factories and warehouses. There's a factory. The left-hand side is for cardboard and recyclable materials. Here's another warehouse of some sort, but it's also right next to the new building. That's the one we saw earlier from the rooftop. And we're gonna head straight down here towards the Chinatown Street, which is closer to Konkuk University. The further you walk away from the train station, it just becomes older and more dilapidated. And there's a lot more car garages around here and factories and low-rise buildings, and they're all a lot older. Old brick buildings, old tile buildings, and there's just wires hanging everywhere. It's just car garage after car garage. Oh, and then there's a quirky coffee shop here. Look how cool that is though. That does look really cool. And opposite it, there's a derelict building. This is very similar to areas like Uljiro in the middle of Seoul, because that's a lot of places with construction like welding and machinery, heavy machinery making parts. That area is going through gentrification. The government are trying to knock it down and replace it with apartments and office blocks. But it looks like there's none of that here. They're just keeping the old buildings and people are just kind of turning them into coffee shops. And we've almost made it. At the end of the street, you can see the entrance to China Street. The sign says Yang Gochi Gori. Yang means lamb, Gochi means skewer, and Gori means street. So it's known as Lamb Skewer Street. This is a really cool street. One of my favorite things about living in this country is how bright and colorful all the signs are. In England, it's just generic and boring. It just says the name. Whereas here, everything is a different color and it kind of looks very artistic. Look how beautiful that is. And everything's completely different. Different heights, different shapes, different colors, different designs. Beautiful place. And that shall conclude our tour of Seongsu. It's a cool little area. Do you like it, Joe?
I like it.
Would you come back here, Joe?
Of course it would.
I'd definitely come back. Shout out to our hipster friends that noticed us and said hello and gave us the stickers. If you want to visit Seongsu, it's very easy. You can just go on the Green Line from anywhere in the city. And I think it's pretty close to Han River. So once you've explored this area, you could also go down to the Han River. And from the river, you'd probably be able to get really good views of Lotte World Tower. Now we're walking down the quiet back streets, back towards the station, to the Green Line, and we're gonna go straight back home to Seongsu. It's now 3:45, and that's the reason we're going home, because if we leave it another hour, we're gonna get caught in the rush hour. And in Seoul, it's chaotic. Like, you're just stuffed on the train, you can't sit down, and it's terrible. So we've learned our lesson. After living here for 2 years, the last thing we want to do, and we never do this, is to travel during rush hour on the subway. It's horrible. We came for a short visit. It's been good to have a look around, and now we're gonna go home. And Joe's spitting beer on himself. All right, we hope you've thoroughly enjoyed this exploration video. If you're not a subscriber, click the red button, turn on the bell, and we'll see you in the next one. Yosh. I've just realized before I end the video, we've walked from Seongsu to Gyeongdae. This is where the Green Line is. And this area is really cool, especially on the night time. If you want to see an exploration of this area, let us know in the comment section below. Outro.